Hello everybody, Nintendo 14 here. Welcome back for another online post commentary session of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Game Master Guys' 8 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online session with the gang, including myself, but from a post commentary angle. So this is from the same session as last time, just that I've now gotten around to getting my side up. So we're up for a pretty fun session in 200cc with the gang, and I'd also like to mention while we're getting this thing started up here, this is my 700th video. I finally kept track of the count of all that, and you know what, 700 is a pretty nice number because I've been around on YouTube for 7 years, and 700 with 700 videos, I think that means that I think on average I've had at least 100 videos go up in 1 year, except for, well, maybe I had to make up for 2012 and a bit 2013. So I bet some years might have even more than 100 videos, but yeah, there's that. It's great to have so many videos. So when I'm done with the YouTube business, it's nice to know that I have that many videos that people can look back on. So with that over and said, we're gonna begin things with Ribbon Road, quite one of my more favorite races. We'll get more into that later. Also today, I hope I hope that I can get this video up within that day. Today is the release day of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So 3-year anniversary for 3 great games. I'll count Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as its own game, despite they're just 2 alternate versions of the same game. So yeah, those 2 games, I've spent a lot of hours into both of those games and enjoy them oh so much. So that's all I got to say in the pre-race. Okay, so since I don't really have much in terms of topics for this video, I think now would be nice to go over to some little race in-depth analysis here. So if there's a race so far that I've looked back on so much, I think it's this one, because this race, all race long, is just going to be me and Gerald. Me and him are going to pull away from the rest and duke it out between the two of us. Now, my strategy here is I got a green shell, but I'm not going to try and take a pick at Gerald just yet. I want to try and wind down all the laps and see if I can make a move on him when we're coming down to the last stretches here. So, there's a couple red shells here. That's also another good reason why to hold on to them, just in case if you get in a situation like that. So, while we're getting to that, we're able to pass Gerald. He was able to, or he made a bobble into one of the turns, so we were able to pass him. So now we're in prime position to pull away here, but we pulled away too much as Gerald just got some mushrooms, and at the last minute he was able to pull right back by us. So hard fought battle for that win, but you know what, we came up just a little bit short there against Gerald. So pretty exhilarating, if I say so myself. On the live commentary section, it got pretty wild there too. Like I thought I had the race won. Then I didn't realize that you can get a mushroom that close to the leader. Usually in the original Mario Kart 8, you would only get a mushroom in second if you're a little further ways back in the original Mario Kart 8. But at that point, I'm still learning with every inch of the game's design, which includes the item balance and how they tweaked the rate of how you get mini turbos. Okay, so we'll shake off that Ribbon Road. Still, we finished second. That's still pretty good points payout for this Grand Prix. So now let's go over to Excitebike Arena. Hopefully pick up where we last left off in Ribbon Road, but hopefully, we could try and finish one spot better. Alright, so I think the key for a lot of the races here, including this race, is that if you can try to get the best start as you can. See, I've been able to get some pretty nice starts that really helped me out in getting the clean air that I could use, and to break away from people side by side, so I can have all the racetrack to myself. And so with that, that's all I needed to do in order to stay up in the front. But unfortunately, the events of the last race become the end of the first lap for here. So Gerald got another mushroom and went right by me, and I also missed my line there and got into the wall. And now we play ourselves in a hole, and we got to catch up in this next lap and a half. Okay, so as we're doing that, I think I can brush up on a little bit more about Sonic Forces. I actually, on second thought, this last lap is pretty exciting. We're gonna hold off on Sonic Colors for a bit because now I'm back in the lead after that miscue on the very first lap. Got to get around TJ and try and make a decent shortcut, but you know what? I went in that corner a little too hot, so I wasn't able to get the best of shortcuts from that first turn. So Gerald missed one of the ramps. I'm gonna try and get my bananas out there, try and get a red shell, but unfortunately none of them's gonna hit him, and he's gonna beat us to the line. So we're gonna end up getting second again in that pretty wild last-ditch effort. So anyways, because of that, man, what an untimely part to talk about Sonic Forces, especially when something like that on screen happens. Anyways, okay, back to Sonic Forces. Custom characters still great, still one of my favorite things about the game's gameplay, and all the stuff you can unlock after completing levels. I wish the game was a bit longer. 4 hours is not a whole lot of time to tell the story that they were gonna tell. On a grand scale, I wish that just the story did not feel like it should be only a 4-hour story. I mean, with that kind of story, you should be able to get a lot more out of it. And then Sonic Team didn't do too much with it. They didn't do an awful lot with it, which is pretty disappointing. So if we were to sum up the whole game of Sonic Forces, I'd say it's one disappointment after another. Like there's stuff in it that didn't need to be in there, and then there's stuff in there that should have been in there. And I think the game's also overshadowed by how well Sonic Mania was, and how the group of fans that were brought in to make Sonic Mania, how they were able to do a great job, and then you have the official developers of Sonic Team and how they developed Sonic Forces. So I hope with how Sonic Mania did, that'll change how Sonic games are made from here on out. Not saying that they all need to be classic games, but I hope we all know what it takes to make a great Sonic game. So me, Gerald, TJ have this deal where we're all gonna do a pit stop on one lap, pretendingly. Well, I did come up with this myself, so we'd stop. And I wish I could get going here a lot sooner, but I was pretty hesitant on if I could get the item box. So I think this one moment in the entire race is what cost me at really getting a good shot at catching up back to John, who's currently in the lead with Pink Gold Peach. And so we got some extra catching up to do, and thankfully we're going to get some really great items from being further back, like the gold mushroom and the triple mushrooms. But this is with the extra items, I think that's really stretching my ability to get around GBA Mario Circuit. For being a shell cup, there's still a lot of tight turns that you got to take around for the 200cc. So we're trying our best here, but third place is going to be the best we can do. So far, with 3 races, we finished all of them in the top 3. So for the points, we're 6 back from Gerald. Fortunately, he's got the 2 wins, where our best is our 2 second places and 1 third. So we're gonna need a lot to happen in this next race, alongside a race win. So if none of that happens, then it's gonna be pretty smooth sailing for Gerald, as long as he can finish relatively close to the top 5, I say. at least the top 5, and then it's his. So another thing that bugs me about these kind of dynasties that can happen in these races is that I'm not gonna point at one individual, but I think we all think of it as, we got to stop that guy from winning all the races. But the thing with any kind of dynasty, it doesn't last forever, and that's there's gonna be one stretch where, the dominance, it's gonna wear off, and whether it be if there's other competitors that step up their game, and they find a way to beat the guy that's been dominating. So for those who think with these recent deluxe races, and that they're thinking that Gerald is winning too much of them, or too many of them, just be patient. Those days will soon be over. Eventually, either me, John, or TJ are gonna reclaim that dynasty throne, and then we're gonna take over Gerald's spot, and being that one guy to beat for this game. Okay, so that being said, you know what? I usually I think it's just a trend now, but this game's still new to me. I've been only playing this game for only 2 months because I just got my Switch last mid-September. So yeah, I still got a lot of learning to do with with all the tweaks that were made to this game. So once I've settled in, then I'll have an even greater shot at cracking down on these wins. So unfortunately, towards the end of that last lap, I wasn't able to keep that red shell because of the way that the net codes work, and the game thought I hit Gerald when I really didn't on my end. It felt like I did, like I gave him plenty of room, but that's not the case. And in the same spot, in the same scenario, I somehow run to the back of John's shell when I was clearly a lane away from him. So with the missed item, we're not going to do any better than get into the top 3. So we're going to have to finish 4th, no better than the last 3 races that we were in. So because of that keeps us out of surpassing Gerald in the points. So we'll end up having to finish 2nd, only 2 points above John, where he finished 1st that race and the race before. So yeah, we stayed consistent that whole Grand Prix, which was good enough for a silver trophy. But you know what? There's always room for improvement there, and hopefully next race won't disappoint. So yeah, that's all I've got to say for this commentary. The craziness of the first few races, and then what would be nice is if Sonic team could have done a lot more with Sonic Forces. Oh, my nose is getting clogged up, so if I sound all nasally like that, then that's why. So I got 2,400 coins in this video, so I decided to go and check out my new unlockable, just the Wild Wing. And so that's pretty sweet. That goes to show you, I still need to get a couple more hours into this game because I still have yet to unlock everything. And I do need to, if you go into the time trials and post a record lap time for all the tracks, then you can get one of the gold pieces. I forget which one it is, but you can get one of those. So that's a Kart combo piece that I have yet to unlock. So yeah, I think when the year of Mario Kart is over, then I'll have plenty of more time, much more time to put into this game and some other Switch games that I have, like Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2. Okay, so for real, that's all I got. This Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, I should have the next part of the year of Mario Kart installment for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then I'll have another one the Thursday after that. So that's gonna be the go around here, the Thursday videos here, and also for next month I'll have all the Thursday videos, or I'll have all the videos that used to be on Tuesday. They're all going to be on Thursday. So, with that being said, see you guys later this Thursday for the next Mario Kart Deluxe video. See you guys then.